Hello, hello, hello. All right, so I want to jump back into this map because I really like it. I'm going to try to see what I can do differently now here. Let's start with 5 robots here. There were some things I hadn't tried out yet. Should I try 10 by 10 now? Let's try 10 by 10. I tried the 7 yesterday. A little bit of a bigger space, I think. Protecting my backside is one thing that I'm trying to work on. And using the cones as well. Should be there somewhere. Hey, network. What's up? What's up? How have you been doing? Oh. Network is here. What's up? Now, I just got on for a little bit. Just right now. Trying out this map that I tried out yesterday. Pretty neat. They throw a bunch of robots at you and you kind of just have to like juggle all of them. Oh, I have zero mats. Let's try to go down there. I think that's one. Some mats out of it. Play with you? Yeah, it'd be cool to play sometime. I want to play. Hopefully soon, very soon. Head out in a little bit. What have you been playing, Network? Are you still playing Valorant? And Fortnite also here and there? Ooh. There's some games I've been wanting to play again. I haven't played like some other ones in a while. I know Rocket League was up there with another one I haven't played in a while. Oh, where is this one at? How's everything been going over there, Network? How's life been treating you? Are you out for summer? Ooh, this might be it. Oh, man. I gotta find it somewhere. Hey, what's up, Luffer? Sorry you're late. No, it's fine. I just got on just right now. How's everything been over there? No, thank you for being here. It's pretty interesting. A lot of cool stuff going on this summer and everything. Yeah, I'll probably try to get different games going. Tell her if my cousin's getting on. How are the other ones too going over here? Oh yeah, definitely, Luffer, definitely. Oh, I'm going this way on it. I think it's on this side too, man, where I have to like edge out a little bit so that they don't gang up on me. This thing goes up to like 30. Right now I'm only on 5, which is still pretty intense. They rush and everything too. They're pretty intelligent. We got this. Oh. That was close. The news, yeah. News is pretty interesting, man. That's what I'm saying. It's pretty cool to stay connected all around the world too. I was watching some stuff right now too, as far as like different news from around the world. There's this thing that like allows me to see that, as far as like on a regular stream network, that kind of like comes in, and I was keeping up with that, and there was some other stuff going on too, like within sports. Let's see what this is. I think there was some interesting too. I think, oh, here it is. Oh, nice. Jordans. Yeah, there were some new things in here too that I wanted to get. Maybe like somewhere down the line. What about you, Luffer? Have you been creating any new things, any new art, any new ideas for projects? How was my month? Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, May has been an interesting month. It's a birthday month for me early on, for one thing. So that's always like a transitional period yearly. And then also, it felt like it went quite some time. You know, some months feel longer than others. Pretty productive, I would say. I got a lot of things done, as far as like catching up with different projects and so on. Did a little bit of traveling as well. I've been trying to catch up on different things. Saw some shows here and there that actually finished from like beginning to end, which is pretty cool. It helps when I just have them playing like in the background, but actually watching them still as I'm doing something. Season 3 of Chapter 2. No, I think that's right around the corner. I want to say like sometime next month, maybe like the first week or so. I gotta see like the actual date of it, but I think this season's about wrapping up soon. Should be interesting to see what else comes out next. You made an Instagram account for photography? Nice. Hey, there you go. Hey, I'll check it out. Send me a link sometime. I'll check out the account. Yeah, I love photography stuff, man. Like, there's a lot to dive into it, and then there's all sorts of different kinds of photography as well. I'm really into like street photography, and I like seeing photos of like abandoned places and deserted towns and buildings and things like that. If you ever see something like that, like that's really what I'm into. I don't know what it is. I guess because there's like a story behind a lot of things. have to just take this now. I see some minis out there, but drop my pump. Oh man, I tried to read that as best as I could. Good game, good game. Because I was like, all right, he's shooting the guy that I'm shooting, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start shooting him. There are the minis. Does this give me some green health? Yeah, it does. Give me a little bit. Nice. Yeah, photography, man, it's super fun. And it's really cool. Like, you start seeing the world through a different perspective, I guess. Like, you kind of start see, that's the way it was too when I was like starting to really get into film locations and stuff. I'm like, hey, this would be a cool spot for like a movie set or something, or for a movie in general. Same with like creating video games or 3D environments. I start seeing like getting ideas and inspiration from like textures around the world and rooms and different things like that. That could be something. There's more of a chance of you getting a computer? Nice. Yeah, how's that going? How's the computer hunt going? Oh, okay. So you have a savings going for that? Nice. There you go. Yeah. I think, like, honestly, the way I see it, especially if you're not in any, like, huge rush, you have the time to kind of look around, see what else is out there. Yeah, enjoy it. It's a process anyway. There's a lot of stuff out there to choose from. And then now more than ever, you know, you have new things coming out, announcements coming out about the different cards potentially within. That's probably still down the line though, for sure, but still, like, it's cool to kind of just look at what's out there and see what fits your needs or whatever it is that you're after, what you want. Of course, with games and stuff, like, it's pretty straightforward as far as like, hey, I want to play these games. Can they run on this machine? And chances are, like, the gaming PC, the type of hardware that it'll have, you'll benefit from it with a lot of the other things you're into, like photography and photo editing, video work, 3D work, things like that. That's the cool thing about it. Here's some balloons. It's another. Yeah, it's another. Or no, it's the same one. No mats. Ooh, good shot. Ooh. Ooh, reload time. Good game. And that was the thing too, like when I was looking around for a PC, I was like, well, I know the games that I want to play are going to carry over like this. You know, they're going to be more or less like the specs and the frame rate that I'm shooting for should be covered. That helped with like looking after a card, like for a card, specific card. And then of course, yeah, I was like, well, on top of that, that was already going to be a huge improvement with speed, like in rendering times and exporting times and being able to juggle different things and video editing. So I was like, yeah, it's a huge improvement already from there. So anything else other than like any other improvement after that is a bonus. Check out the Instagram. You can show the stream. Yeah, I'll check it out. I wonder if it's over here. I'm gonna open up this one too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've been wanting to see more photography examples and stuff of just different things. It's pretty cool. You never know what you're gonna find. Oh yeah, here it is. I found it. Hey, thanks for sharing it, Luffer. Let's check it out. Here we are. Nice. This is some good stuff right here. Got the cars going. Oh, I see. I like this one. I love the colors and the tones of it too. Anything blue always pops out at me, especially when it's different shades of blue, blue and white. And you see this right here, like kind of like how it shows the different texturings around it. I love that. This is a good one right here. This is pretty solid. I like the way that this color palette forms right here between this shade and then the blue. It's almost like a gradient like. The first guitar that I ever had was or the electric guitar, which is still around here. It's like right in front of me. It has a shine to it, but yeah, it was like along this shade of blue. And that's what really made it pop out to me when I first saw it hanging there in the store. This one's really nice. This one tells a story too. I really like this. Especially shoes and like, you know, sneakers of all forms. Like, they really tell a story of where they've been. Yeah, like different coatings as well, as far as like the different outlines that are there. I like that one. This one was a single. Nice. Yeah, I love this stuff. You see, like, I love photography like that, where it just kind of it's like glimpses of what you see. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of have like an eye for that as you go, with a little bit of a different story. I love this scenery too. Is this about more or less what you kind of see on a day-to-day basis? I love these trees. Buildings like these I love too, with like a brick type of texture. If you ever seen me like 3D modeling some stuff, I'm always like into modeling different rooms and like environments like that. Any vegetation too is really cool. Nice. Getting in the detail. Nice. Really cozy. Kind of puts you in there. Also speaks to me like in this of how it is like when you're riding in the back seat. Different things too. I like this one. Going by like a different story as well. This is pretty interesting. You know what I might check in with you to see what you think, because it's gonna, like, the band is also gonna come out with another album soon, but probably soon. I think depending on the songs wrap up, I think I'm going to start looking for ideas on an album cover. The last album had an album cover of the outside of the house that I was staying at and growing up. A good part of my life grew up in. And you can kind of see like the first car that I had in the shot, as well as like the sky, the blue sky, the night sky with stars and stuff. And then it had, what's it called? It had like an outside view of like a lot of the room that I spent a lot of time at. Let me see if I can find that actually. I'll pull it up. The first album went with like an artistic approach. Got a thing called like the Sea Monster. I wonder if I can get more in there. Here we are. So I wanted to go down the photography route, and I think I want to do that again. I just don't know of what. See, it's very subtle. It's just like a shot. I wonder if I even took this with like my DSLR, or if I took this with a phone. It had to be with a DSLR, I think. But I know this is like the car right here. Then you have a shot of the house, and then the room too that I'm usually hanging out in a lot. Some stars and all that. Very subtle photography, but I kind of knew the direction I wanted to go in with it. Kind of like a late night vibe of just doing stuff. But the car shots you have reminded me of that because they probably like those shots, those subtle shots really mean probably something to you, you know. And yeah, people can kind of draw inspiration and draw, and they can relate to it in their own form as well. It's like subjective in a way, abstract in a way, in some sense. Kind of puts you there too. Ooh, this is a strong one here. I thought that blue pops. It's blue and white. I don't know what it is about blue and white that I just really like the way they mix together. I like this right. This is cool. First skateboard I had too had that color palette. It was like a white. It was like white underneath with like blue graffiti on it. I forgot what it said. I think it was like the name of it written out of the brand. That's a really cool one right there. Oh yeah, thanks for sharing that, Luffer. Yeah, I'll be checking out this account. I want to keep up with different photography things as it is. Like taking photos of cool stuff like shoe, cars, computers, river forests, and other stuff. Yeah, dude, that'd be pretty sweet to see. Especially cars and computers. I think yeah, rivers and forests. I love that. Any type of nature environment. I like seeing the different setups that people post. Photography, like I guess PC photography, computer photography. You could like mix that well together too. And a lot of these like high tech cars are like they have like full blown computers in them. It'd be pretty interesting to see. A lot of the stuff that really sticks out to me is the colors and the tones, even the grading too. What type of cameras do you like using, Luffer? As far and also like, do you do any heavy photo editing and any type of software that you prefer or any apps? Those shots look pretty clean though. I can tell. I don't know if you did any heavy photo editing on them. They look pretty clean, like out of camera almost, which I really like. I have a fascination for that as well. A lot of times I'll like sometimes get carried away with it, especially like color grading. Use your phone, nice. There you go. There you go. Yeah, a lot of cool apps that are out there now. Even some gallery apps that just come within the phone allow you to do some light editing, which is pretty neat. Sometimes that's all you need, especially if it's just like more correcting things. You want to push out the highlights more, the shadows, you know, that type of thing. A lot of apps can do that pretty cool. I know it depends on what type of editing I'm doing. For phone stuff, I like using the Lightroom mobile app. If I really have to like get in there, but it's not like too much to where I have to get on the PC to do it whatever it is. But and then there's Photoshop, of course, and you know other stuff that's out there. But it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. There's a lot you can do. I know. Even some concept art pieces, which involves a lot of like photo bashing, kind of just putting different elements together, is pretty cool to do. Especially when you're really trying to create a concept for like a game or movie. So you're into 3D as well. I know that's a huge part of it. You know, taking photos of different types of elements for different things. Especially in the photo scanning world. That's pretty neat if you've looked into that. How they'll photo scan rocks and buildings and even people for different things. It'd be cool to see that car like in a photo scanned environment, or like just like as a 3D model. That'd be pretty neat. I think I saw it somewhere over here. It's a rare one. Oh, that's a cool one I've been using more. Maxed out on gold. Railgun's pretty interesting. It's cool they brought it back to try out again. You have to burn structures. I'm actually carry this then. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? I'm trying to move on over here. Alright, let's try to push this way. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what PC you get, Leffer. As far as the hardware goes too. The stuff you were sending me before is pretty solid. As far as specs go. I think you definitely would like that. Might try out with fireflies later. I think on the other side. Yeah, usually in the tubs you'll see that. I think he might be. Maybe in a bit. Be getting on. Oh yeah, the drum shotgun has been pretty useful. It's a strong one. As far as like the damage that it does. Quickly too. How far are we from zone? Last week, yeah. Yeah, I did a little bit of traveling. There were some cool spots, cool new spots I hadn't been to. I know, hopefully this summer, spend a few weeks out there in the other cities around here. What did I drop for these? Oh, the splashes, right? Where did I leave them? There they are. I know that's what my cousin and I were talking about. Maybe going or connecting for a few weeks where he's at again, and then just spending some time there. Maybe like a good month for sure, like at least. Maybe he'll do the same down the line. Yeah, we should get going. How far are we? Not too far. She pushes in. Good game. I thought I took damage in that fight. But we gotta keep going. Thank you. Right into Coney, let's go. Favorite spot for sure. Softies. Before I take these splashes, I'm gonna see if there's anything else. There's usually some. I mean, I could take that. Some slurp around here. There you go. The mantling does help a lot. It has helped a lot as far as like getting height and just being able to get up to another level. You see it like on that last fight. Before it was like just finding a way to ramp up or cone jump or just something. Now it's just like, oh, I'll just mantle up to their builds. Well, that's a pretty good one, right? I think that's the one we drove in, which was running low. As far as gas goes. Party Royale. You have to tilt him a little bit. Never know what you're gonna find. Yeah, sometimes mid-fight I'll forget like which weapons I have, and I'll remember, and then I'm like, oh, I can just totally switch to this, and it'll be a lot easier to hopefully finish. Look how helpful that is. Ooh, and there's a cart there. I stopped it on the way. Go, 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 go. Gotta watch that outer edge over there. Ooh, someone's scanning here. I'm right here. Where they're like pushing to zone, but kind of fighting. Yeah, good game. Let's go to zone. Hopefully no one saw us. See some fresh builds over there. It feels odd not having like a scoped AR. Wait, I didn't get the crown? Did I get the crown? I did, right? I think that's another one that just got dropped. Oh yeah, I do have it. Never mind. I see it on my screen on the right side. I thought that was like a direction it was telling me to go to. Okay. I'm gonna try to get a good position here. Someone's getting their rail gunning on there. It'd be cool if you could get like 2 crowns and then have it count for like 2 victories. But then again, ooh, this isn't my wall. They had eyes on him too. So oh, dude, I dropped my shotgun somewhere. Alright, I'll get it later. No time. Where did I leave it? Where did I leave that shotgun? Alright. No shotgun, no shotgun. No more thinking about it. See one right there. Yeah, I gotta make a play on someone. Ooh, there's stuff here. Shield, which is what I need. That's not my roof. Some minis. We're alright, we're alright. I just need a shotgun. We gotta get going. There's a blue one there, I see. Yeah. AFK. Oh, yeah, you do your thing, Luffer. Let me know what you find. Looking for a computer? Yeah, there you go, there you go. Yeah, let me know what you find. I'm interested to see what you're finding out there. Damn, I wonder if I left a big pot, dude. I didn't even notice if there was like something else. We have mats, though. That's a cool thing. I'm gonna go get these berries really quick. Actually, yeah, it's worth it. 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 And then we gotta go. Alright, let's roll. Hey, now we're full. get a good position here. Saw one going over there. Oh yeah, I see him. I think he saw me. No, he didn't see me. And then there's one looking at him who also might be looking at me. Oh, footsteps. Now they're fighting. Alright. We're in a good spot. We'll watch the backside. He's gonna hold. Okay, metal. Armor walls. So he's there, and then there's two guys there fighting. Puts us at 4, then there's another one floating. I think that might be him. Yeah, that's the other one right there. I gotta watch that one. Gonna have to push in. I had to reload. Good game, good game. That was fun, man. I was thinking I'm gonna wait till they edit like a window and then just go for a shotgun shot. Then I was like, well, I don't know. Yeah, I want to see like what else is out there as far as the news on the new line of cards. Because I know I was looking at some of the specs that they're anticipating for these new cards to have, as far as like in the 40 series goes, but which is pretty interesting because like you see a lot of them how they kind of carry over from like an upgrade to like what we have now, but at the same time comparing them to like their previous parts and below is pretty interesting. It's always interesting. I want to say it's like it varies from like you know, of course, from like task to task and like the different tests you put them through, but as well as like the different things that kind of fit like whatever it is the person is doing, especially like in the games. Yeah, on this one we're going to go for it more. Just kind of get right in there into the boxes. Well, try to do it safely with a reloaded gun. I think it's right here somewhere. Oh, look. Yeah, it actually just spawned. The boat. I wonder if I should push there. Yeah, I might as well. Because I haven't seen it in a while. Let's see if we're able to fight our way out of there. See one landing. I'm going to commit. I'm going to commit. Committing to this one. Oh, they dropped. They dropped. They dropped. Oh, 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 oh. Stay up there. We have a little bit of mats. A little bit of slurp. We're pulling back a little bit. See one weapon there. Yeah, that was tough, man. Good game, good game. I was like, I think I see a shotgun in the corner of my eye. But I was like, maybe I should try to get it. And then I missed some critical shots, too. Different color schemes, too, that are here. See if he's in. Might be. I think he's somewhere over here. Oh, nice. The different ones that like kind of like carry over in them too is always fun. There it is. See how it carries over. I think it's like it kind of depends too. There's different. I've seen different like builds already that are kind of projected to carry some of the new hardware later on as it goes. Which is interesting because a lot of manufacturers and stuff will have like a line of PCs that have a certain amount of hardware, but with the same name but just different types of specs here and there. They differ from the others. Actually, kind of wanted to do Coney. Let's try another one here. I don't really go on this side too much. As far as landing goes, I should probably try that. I'll try that out. Let's go to like this motel here. get in there and get... There we go. An SMG. Perfect. Probably from the walls. Or just push out. AR. There you go. I think it's like right here somewhere. Yeah, depending if he gets on, you can play a little bit before we get going. I know he said he was going to go to like an event today. There you go. I think that one fits pretty well. I might even get the other ones out. I know there's some other ones that landed here. They're probably on this side. I still would like to visit on this side. Try to push it out right in here. Over there. Well, I want to burn those structures. Or at least something on it. I know there is the gas station around there. It might be able to do that. Use that, hopefully. I don't know if it'll reach. There, yeah. There's a scan. Yeah, that's a good idea. Aim it to the gas station. I'm bound to find someone. Ooh, that was close. Good game. There goes the mantling again. I'm telling you, man, it helps. If you're able to like anticipate like where they're going to go next, it can really help with cutting off and stuff. Yep. Good game. Let's go this way. Let's get to zone, and let's try to find a way out of here. Yeah, probably around 5. Get like a fruit bowl. Should be someone up there. Okay, they won it. They won the fight. I'm sure they saw me. I'm up here. I'm up here. We have mats, kind of, but not too much. Not too many here. There you go, yeah, drop. Ooh, good shot, dude. Wait, no. I want to get to the zone and then keep fighting. Trying to catch myself. This right here. Oh, I got floppers. Uh-oh. He doesn't see me, doesn't see me. Take the other one. Okay, we need mats. They're right there. No mats. There it is. It all counts as damage. I don't know why I find it's funny, like when I get scanned, I just want to be like, I'm right here. Let's have some fun. I feel like I'm playing hide and seek. It's like fun. Storm is actually, yeah, we all gonna have to push out of there anyway. Actually, it was a good decision. It was a good decision driving away. Now that I think of it, I didn't realize how far it was. Yeah, it's cool when I get scanned. I like it. Because it's like... I don't know. I guess it gets it more to the point as far as like getting a fight started. Get some action in. Ooh. We got railgun, but from where? Oh, right there. Ooh, no mats. No mats. Fight it out. Ooh. Well, I guess that kind of helps me out. Because, like, as much as I wanted to fight him. Yeah, it's... I'll take the launch. Oh, but I think they launch... Did they do that thing where they break the launch? Or did I break it? I think it might have been, yeah. Somewhere there. But as far as I'm leaving, it kind of helps me out. Get myself going again. You gotta watch out. There's the shot I needed. Oh, good shots, man. That was a fun one. I think that's the way I gotta learn how to launch. I think it's the thing that breaks it, so that no one else takes it. Which I think helps, of course, like if you're on your own, but I wonder how it works if you have a partner. All right, yeah, we can try now. I think it's going to carry over probably on this time. Somewhere over here on this side. I think he has an event today, too. There is one here, too, going on soon. Oh yeah, a little bit as far as that goes. There's different series as well. There it is. Hey, what's up, Luffer? How's everything going over there? Did you find anything cool that you like? I was looking earlier too, as far as like the different types of builds that are out there. I think when the new series comes out, or like if there's another series of cards, it should hopefully it's not as challenging to get any type of PC components and things like that. But even so, I mean, it would be interesting to see how it affects like the current lineup of cards that we have, and even before, as far as their availability goes and stuff. Because when the 30 series came out, it did affect the cards in the 20 series as far as like prices and well, I mean, I guess in general there was a lot of stuff that was kind of out of stock. Even some of the older cards, prices went up on those. You did? Nice. There you go. What type of stuff are you looking at? Actually, this is a cool spot here that I never actually landed. I just visited it. And then, of course, there's always the debate of like within yourself of whether you should upgrade certain parts or invest in building a whole new build. I know on this one, if I were to upgrade anything sometime in the future, it probably would be the RAM first. Add more RAM. And I suppose the processor with another cooler. If I really wanted to, though. And then, of course, maybe the card. Another card somewhere down the line. Because the way I see it, if I'm going to make a lot of different concepts or like look towards building like a whole new type of look, even just going with a new build from scratch could help. I think the question is whether like it comes down to whether the person wants a new case and then the motherboard and all that. Ask your dad something. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna probably be hanging out for a little longer. Let's see, we're full on that. Any shotguns around there? Here's some action going on over there. What was that? Sniper? I still hang on to the shockwaves. Maybe I can plant these C4 somewhere. Take this truck. See one down there. Is that a... Wasn't sure where those landed. Good game. There's a shotgun that we needed. Go into Tilted Towers, see what's going on. It is that way anyway. The edge. Somebody has been here, I think. A bird's eye view here. Ooh. Right there, dude. Well, I like the way I can catch. Oh. It's always fun taking this. It'd be cool if I could land on that. I think it might lead us to like another type of build. Good game. It was a fun adventure there. That's it when you pick the right computer. It's good. He'll add more money. Nice. There you go. And it's good. He said he'll add more money. Yeah. And you know, and that's the thing too. Like, so many options out there now. I know at one point I was like really diving deep into trying to find like the right thing that works. And I think as you keep looking, you'll narrow it down. There's so many options though. It's I mean, ideally, right? Of course, going by like if things are in stock and so on. The PC, when I ended up committing to a pre-built for that time, I didn't know, like, it was just constant, like, looking around. But then that morning that I saw it, I saw those specs. I thought it was a pretty cool deal. And I was like, this works. Like, I think I'm going to just commit to this. And then after I commit to it, I'm not going to look around as much anymore, so that I'm not like sidetracked by anything or like thinking, oh, maybe I should get this instead, or I should have gotten this and all that. To eliminate that, I just kind of like was away from looking around for any more PC things. If that makes, does that make sense? Like, obviously, you could still do that, but I think it just helps with not overthinking it too much. For me, at least. Like, that's what helped me. You know what, man? I'm really feeling this light machine gun. Before, I would probably carry the burst. But for how fast-paced this has been, I'm thinking of going with that. Well, because, like, even the next day, I remember going to, like, one of the stores, and they had a 3090, I think. Or a 3080 Ti. One of those in stock, which at the time was really rare. I think at the MSRP too, or like even at a low cost. Good game. But even then, the price of just that card alone was like over what the pre-built cost. So I just kind of reminded myself of that. I was like, well, I guess I could have fit it into the budget, but then I was like, well, this works still. So I didn't feel like I left anything there on the table. If anything, though, you'll sometimes see that like even the pre-built or hardware that you find could drop in price and stuff like that. Which is, if it's shortly after you purchase it, you could always get like some type of like maybe store cost covered or something, so you could buy another part. Rushing. Actually, he might be leaving from the tank. Ooh, I didn't even mean to hit that. Oh, dude, I'm just like... Okay, there's the tank. Those were like... I want to say those were like partial accidental shots that I just kind of like threw out there. Good game. Some tank stuff going on over there. Yeah, like a credit back or something that you could use. If you wanted to. A lot of stores have that with all sorts of items. There's also like some cool things you can go for. If you do the pre-built route, what I did too that helped as far as like thinking, well, maybe if I build this on my own, I'll save on costs and all that. But if you do the pre-built route, yeah, add up each component. Or put it into like a site like PC Part Picker. Adding up each component and the costs at MSRP and see if the price that it's going for that they're selling it for is about the same that it would just cost to build or less. Who knows? Maybe it'll be less somehow. Or if it's slightly more, you know. Whatever's not like a huge deal breaker on that end. But even just going down the building your own route has more benefits too, aside from just the cost you save. There's a lot of other elements involved too, such as you're just more in control overall of things. You get to look over each part. You know exactly what's in it, like right off the bat. I suppose I know some pre-builts will vary from brand to brand. Like the parts won't be listed for certain types of hardware, just because they have different types of things available, different reasons. Which is still worth getting, like, well, depending if you're alright with that. Sometimes not knowing what you'll get exactly, but knowing that it'll be something pretty solid. Somewhere there. I think I broke down this bush here. Hello, friend. Ooh. Well, thanks for that. I'm gonna go look for some 15 HP shield. What is this? Ranger. It's actually a pretty good one. I don't use it often, but... Ooh. Just about to grab some fruit. They went inside. Oh, I can burn structures. Which structures aren't mine? Is that ramp mine? Maybe those are mine, but I just... Oh, look, I'm almost there. Maybe I could have just burned my own structures. Can I grab some fruit? I should probably move out of the way here. It's going to burn. Are they in there? I see some builds in there. We're in zone. Pretty good spot. I might try to... Oh, there's some berries there. Oh, this is perfect. I hear them in there. I hear little tiny footsteps. I hear them on this side. Stairs, maybe? There they are. I see them. Good game. Alright, I have to watch out for someone else that may come up. Yeah, I want to grab that. Okay, we're good. Oh. We're loaded, we're loaded. Ooh. I'm right here, friend. Oh, snap. Let's see how they utilize that information. Yeah, that railgun, man, it's intense. I think they're below here. Yep, there it is. Good game. Got some armored walls. I'm gonna kill this. Grab the minis. Ooh. There you go, feels better as far as the glasses go. I might fire that. Just that direction. See if it pings anyone. I'm gonna try to probably just rush in there too. See how it plays out. Try this way. Well, there it is. Okay. Move in and maybe get some height. There's some fighting over there. Get a clearer view. Oh, accidentally used one. Good game. I thought there was three left, but I guess one of them died somewhere along the lines. I took my eyes off the count for a little bit. That was fun. That was fun. We got this. I think this is what we needed, right? Yep. Oh yeah, I'm seeing it now on the replay. When I first shot at that last player, I didn't even know it was the last player, but by then it was already the last player. Had I known that, maybe I would have, I don't know, played it differently, gone up more. I think I took time to like heal and back off, especially after I got some good shots in. That was pretty fun though. That was pretty fun. Jump into some action right away. Let's try tilted. I haven't landed there in a while. Oh, let's try to move it in here. I think I'm gonna go up to the top. Uh-oh. Oh, I was like, man, I wonder if that's like an NPC of some sort. And then that was a good shot with that ranger. Nice. Oh, you're fine, Luffer. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Hey, you just hanging out here, man, is more than enough of yeah, that's more than enough for me. Thank you. Yeah, no, I think it's cool. I always like that, like when you come in, or anyone else, if they're just kind of hanging out doing their own thing. I think that's awesome. I feel like we're being productive together. You're adding up everything you got. Nice. think it's here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, it makes me want to play what you're doing. Like, it makes me want to play a PC building simulator too. Something where you're allowed to be interactive and kind of add up different parts and then see like the concept, the build right there, right before your eyes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure by the time you land on something, you're gonna be pretty solid and good to go. Definitely taking your time and adding things up and trying different specs out when it comes to that whole thing. It's well worth it. What's cool about it too is I think it's a pretty good time to like now, especially compared to like a year ago, a few months ago, as far as jumping into the whole world of whether you should build a PC or look at a pre-built, just anything in general. I think prices are a little more better now, or a whole lot better, I want to say. It should be pretty solid. Try this one right here. I would like to use the Ranger more. Oh, okay. PC costs $8.99. We add everything up. 1,123. Oh, I see, I see. Ascent. Yeah. And it's interesting, too, once you add everything up as well, and you compare it. We'll just try this one. Could use some shield. Ooh, there you go. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So that's the cool thing about it. You know, you get to see kind of like where you're saving, as well as if it's over MSRP, if it's over like the cost, that the initial cost of each hardware component, and then when you add it all up together, yeah. And usually, and you'll be able to tell too, like even in pre-builts, you'll be able to tell like after a while where cost was saved with certain components and parts, which is, if it's something wherever the cost is being saved at, like if the component, if that component is like a, you know, for the sake of just differentiating like different parts. You know, you have people that consider like what's low end, mid end, or like the mid range, and then the high end of whatever part it may be, whether it's a card or like a cooler. The cool thing about it is that you'll be able to like tell, oh, okay, well, ooh, good game, good game. You'll be able to tell like, hey, that's a part that I could probably upgrade later or something, you know. Like in my case, it probably would be like the cooler, the RAM. I guess RAM could count, right? 16 gigs of RAM is a pretty good sweet spot, especially for games and for anything else that I'm working on. So like, if I don't need that much RAM right now, that was one thing that I was like holding off on, like when it came to looking for a pre-built or a build in general, right? Like just finding a sweet spot for RAM and being like, oh, okay, that's good enough. Like that's something I can always upgrade later. Same with the CPU, I would say. Like it gets something like I was always told, or not always told, right? But like one thing that I like learned from just watching videos and stuff, like just get something that works. Like not just works, but like that's good enough for what you need it to. You know, that works, but like, that works in what you're trying to do, whether it's play certain games, to run certain games and tasks and things that you're doing, because that can be upgraded later. You want to save. I think that the rule of thumb is to try to save as much money you can for the graphics card that you're after, and then build around that card that you're after. Um, Aside from like creating any bottlenecks and stuff, but same with fans and of course the motherboard, that it supports what it needs to. The case, all that type of thing. Saving about 123 in a cent. Oh, I see. I see. You're looking for about the. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, ratings help too. Kind of seeing what it is that people are saying about that specific build. Their experience on it. Oh, yeah. People recommend the PC. There you go. Yeah, yeah, that helps too. Yeah, it was the same process when I was looking for a specific build. Even comparison videos of other things, other manufacturers and stuff helps. The interesting thing about all that is like, I know one thing that people will try to do. I even thought about how I thought about the whole thing was like the whole idea of future proofing a PC, or any type of thing for that matter, right? But if we're talking about like tech stuff, and in this case PCs, I guess it's hard to say that there is a such thing as future proofing, since there's always a new thing coming out anyway. You could get the very best of the best, like high end hardware out there, and like that could last you for many many years, and that's kind of the idea of what people get close to when it comes to future proofing. But it's amazing. I mean, we see it all the time. Like what was one of the strongest phones out there 5 years ago, 10 years ago, is now would now not even be considered like in the same ballpark as like some of like the low end phones that are out there, right? If we're talking like phones, right? Smartphones. So it's the same with PCs, like whether it's graphics cards and stuff like that. There's what's considered very high end today, years from now is going to not be as high end compared to what's going to be out there at the time in the future. So that being said, I tell myself that I'm like, well, that's why I was like, all right, with just getting something that just works, like for what I need it to work. As it is, just it was a huge upgrade anyway. From the previous thing, and then that previous thing was a huge upgrade from the previous thing before that. So yeah, especially when it comes down to like the position you're in, looking for parts and stuff, and the builds that you want, I think yeah, it's just always a good thing to look at. Like, what is it that I'm trying to accomplish and do? What is it that I'm going to be using it for? The PC in this case, because and then you kind of base off of that. Because yeah, it's super easy to like go over budget, overspend, not save costs for like other components. But at the same time, it's up to just the person, whatever they prefer, whatever they want. When I'm looking, it was the same way like when looking at like cameras, for different things. Since you're into photography, you probably understand this too, like especially working in film and photography and all that. Like a lot of the times it's easy to overspend like on a camera, on the newest thing, whatever else is out there, when there's a lot more stuff that goes into the final product, the final shot, the final image, which are like the skills that go into framing a shot and composition, lighting, the editing that takes place after, all those techniques that go into it beforehand. I guess in this case, when it comes to the PC. It's yeah, it comes down to like, what are you rocking right now? Like, does it work? Can it get done what you're needing it to get done? And then going based off of that, because then you know, okay, anything above this is going to be an upgrade. Because I remember thinking pretty long about whether, when it came to, I was like, should I get another PC just to play games, or like, I mean, obviously I knew I was going to use it for work stuff and projects, different types of creative things. But I was like, well, I'm able to run this game all right, like on that Surface Book. It wasn't, you know, the best way to run it, but it was working for me at the time, and I got the most out of it. Like that, I didn't let it stop me from like trying to learn other things and playing. But then I was like, well, it would be cool to upgrade for other purposes, right? Like 3D rendering and video editing and all that. But then again, I was still able to get that done on the Surface Book. So it just came down to like really zoning in on it and asking myself, well, if I am going to upgrade, like, where is it that I would like to see an improvement? And then basing it off of that. Oh, okay, so you have the specs laid out right now, what you have. Oh, okay, the i5 710 graphics card, iCore 5 710 graphics card. Oh yeah. 16 gigs of RAM, nice. That's a nice sweet spot. And the stock cooler. And then you're gonna list the new specs. Yeah, there you go. You know, those are pretty good solid specs, and I'm pretty sure you've gotten the most out of them. Yeah, you kind of know, right? Like, you feel that's probably where you're at right now as well. Like the way I was, you just kind of know when it's time to start looking for something else. Like, it'll help you further. You feel it'll help you further down the road. And it's an investment for sure. For sure. We'll have 3 of these things. Here's some zip lining. They're fighting over there. Just getting some shots in. I hear them. This does reach pretty far. Might just go up there. Ooh. Oh. Good game, good game. I was expecting to hit that. Wonder if he's in there. Another one's in there. Oh yeah, right there, dude. gets launched. I'm gonna zip line. It's probably gonna be this one over here. Yeah, we have to go. Oh, AMD Ryzen 5.3. AMD Ryzen 5, 3.6 gigahertz. RTX 3060. Nice, nice. There you go. 16 gigs of RAM. 1 terabyte hard drive, 1 terabyte SSD. Windows 10 Home. Oh, the power supply. Corsair, nice, nice. 650 watt. Okay, okay, okay. CX650F. Motherboard. Oh, okay. Cooler master, nice, nice. I saw a cooler that I was thinking of going with on that one. Case, diamond. Is that a good computer for gaming and for stream at the same time and recording video editing and doing some homework? Oh, yeah, yeah. Definitely, definitely, Leffer. Some specs on that ballpark, yeah. I think you're good to go. And of course, it depends on the games that you're playing. Like, with Fortnite, for example, especially if you're playing on low settings, you should be fine streaming and playing at the same time. I think it depends too, as far as streaming goes. Maybe even video recording could affect it. And also, it depends on the frame rate you're shooting for. I know with me, when I was playing games that I was trying to run at ultra and stream at the same time, or even record, that's where I would see a major hit in the FPS. But that could just be something that I could have to fix or whatever. But when I switched to dual PC setup, which was the second PC is just the Surface Book with the capture card connected to it, yeah, then I don't see any really hit because I'm able to run the game at ultra settings and then just send that picture signal to the second PC. That's one of the benefits of that. There's no trade-off in the sense of having to adjust settings for a smoother frame rate. But there was a time before I was doing the 2 PC setup where I was for sure I was recording at the same time as playing. If there is a slight hit, it wasn't that much, even playing like on performance mode. Like, you wouldn't really feel it. Maybe more even like if you're doing, like if you're running it at a higher settings and stuff. But yeah, this should be more than enough. And it also depends on the other games you're playing. But you for sure would be good to go as far as like running the game itself, which I think is the most important thing before adding like anything else on top of that. The streaming and the recording is making sure the game runs at all the way you want it to. That way, so everything else you can work around adding on top of. Going by the logic of, yeah, of course it'll be hard to like stream and record a game if the game isn't running as well as you want it to on its own. Because then from there you can make the, like, based on what you're playing mainly, you can make the decisions of whether you should just do dual PC or something else. Like, you could probably use that PC you have right now as your second PC. That'd be pretty sweet, actually, depending on what it is that you're doing. So definitely I would keep that other PC you have, because you might be able to still use it for as a dual PC setup. But you wouldn't really need it. Like, honestly, I could tell you that if I was just gonna play Fortnite, especially on performance mode, I could do it probably on one PC. I mean, I know I could because I've done it before. Even recently, I thought about going back to just a single PC. But yeah, I could stream and record at the same time, especially if I'm going to be streaming just like at a low resolution or at a fitting one, like a good sweet spot like 720, maybe even 30 FPS. Now, if it's like another game, right? Let's say I'm trying to run Village, which I tried, I think, at one point with single PC, GTA, full ultra settings, you know, all that stuff. That shine. If I wanted to run it at those settings and still not really take much of a hit on the FPS, yeah, running dual PC helped. I saw the huge benefit in that. But even then, like, you know, it's about settings vary anyways as it is. I'm kind of recommending now, even to myself, I've been doing a lot more of the streams at 720p, 30 FPS, even with the dual PC setup. Because a lot of other components go into it, but then it also depends on the viewing experience and then how it looks too. There's less the bit rate. You don't have to push the bit rate too high if you're at a low res like that, because then it's less that it has to cover. Oh, ooh, there's someone else here. Ooh. Oh, I was like trying to reverse it. Like, hopefully they would go in. Good game, good game. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I know you'd be good to go on that. Thanks for the help. Hey, yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Yeah, anywhere I could be of a help, I'm here. I'm more than happy to help. Okay, tell you how much OBS FPS are you doing, and tell you what Fortnite video settings on Discord. Yeah, for sure. Let me see. Let me do that right now. And it varies too. What I was using a lot of was like right now currently on this stream, it's at 720 res on OBS with 30 FPS at like 2500 bit rate, which those specs right there, like those settings right there have always, or for the longest time, you know, generally speaking, have been like a good sweet spot for streams and stuff. I know, like, if it's a very fast high action packed game, which I know Fortnite does have that, you'll see it a lot when there's like a lot of churns and stuff. It starts getting like kind of pixelated or like choppy or blocky. Yeah, you'll see that a lot more. But the thing is, like, let's say I was trying to push it to 1080p, which I could, right? Like, sometimes I would try that, or even 1440p. Then I need more bit rate to cover, to make up for that res. I saw one example, man, that was like perfect. I want to see if maybe I can find it and send it to you, where they compared it to like a canvas. The bigger the canvas, the more paint you would need to fill it up, right? So in this case, the paint is like the paint represents the bit rate, and the size of the canvas represents the resolution. So if I'm streaming at a high resolution, I'm gonna have a big canvas. I'm gonna need more paint, which means I'm gonna need more bit rate, right? Which is gonna be like it's gonna take a toll on the computer and maybe even like the viewing experience and so on. Which is why, like, a lot of bit rate, a high bit rate, but at, even it can still look very choppy and weird, like even on a high res stream. Sorry about that. But yeah, if it's a nice, you know, balanced low res, like 720p is a good sweet spot. I have a good size canvas, not too big, not too small. I don't need that much paint to fill it up, which that means I don't need that much bit rate to fill it up. So it's gonna look a lot smoother and cleaner either way. Especially just going at 30 FPS, which is still a good, you know, it's fine. It's a good sweet spot. And this is, of course, going by mainly streaming. When it comes to like recording the videos, like if let's say I'm just recording replays and stuff, which I do a lot of, as you probably noticed, right? Like sometimes you'll just see random videos pop up that weren't from like a stream or anything. That'd be me just playing. Yeah, sometimes I like to record those at full 1080p, 60 FPS, and so on. And then I'll upscale them too, just so YouTube kind of reads them differently. That's when it comes down to using different encoding and so on. Um, the other PC is going to be your sister's and your dad's. Oh, okay, gotcha. Nice. That's awesome. They'll be able to use it. I should have. You're going to ask your dad if you can use it for streaming. There you go. Fireworks in your neighborhood, and the dog is barking. Yeah. No, I know how that is. Usually around holidays and stuff like that, you'll hear different fireworks going off here too. You might make an Amazon wishlist for your channel. There you go. Hey, that sounds pretty killer. I'll take a look at that. Help a lot. Yeah, I'm going to see what I can send over right now. Friend got a 3060 and he got performance mode and ultra settings. Oh, okay. 1500 FPS. Yeah. That's pretty interesting. That's awesome. And I know there's other components that go into it too, like the processor and everything else you're running on it. As far as, when you as far as like also the settings that you're using, of course. Oh, I see. Blue Yeti. Yeah, I saw those at the store the other day. I was like, oh, those are interesting. I remember like you had told me about those and the other ones too. And I've seen them over the years. I don't think I've ever tried one, even for recording. I'm very big on microphones as far as like trying different ones out and seeing what else is out there. Um, Let me see. I'll send you over some ideas here. Something I usually run at. I think it was. Like a 720p, 30 FPS, bit rate. There, so that the ones I just sent over on Discord, those are what the current specs I'm using right now as we speak on this stream. That has been pretty solid. Of course, there's like the upload speed to look at. Um, which is weird because like I'm getting an upload speed that should handle more bit rate, more everything, but I think they recommend too that checking that if the upload speed is double of what you're trying to do or just something. But I'll see here on OBS when I'm reading the drop frames. Sometimes if I try going, sometimes even just higher. Sometimes some days it works, some days it doesn't. It's strange. Like it could just be something I need to play around with. But to be safe, I usually will just. I've been trying to stick with that. It's just 720p. Because especially with streaming and all that, there's a lot of other components that go into it and different things to look at. That help. But sometimes, but yeah, and then even for recording, just straight up 1080p, 60 FPS. If you could do 60 FPS instead of the 30 FPS like I put there, you should just try that instead. Give that a try, of course, because 60 FPS, right? It's awesome, smoother, a little bit of a boost there. But if you're seeing that it's kind of like if it's taking a toll, even 30 FPS is fine. Because it's one thing when you're playing on 30 FPS or 60 FPS, right? Like that feels odd if you're if you've been used to playing like at a higher frame rate. But when you're just watching like a video or something, like it works. You know what I mean? Like it's fine. It's enjoyable. Let's see what else I can send over as far as setting goes. I'm running everything on low res textures off on Fortnite, or high res textures off. Sorry. Um, Performance mode, everything low meshes, whatever settings you could change on performance mode, everything set to low. But sometimes it is fun running it like even at the normal rendering or at the other rendering settings, and then even trying to run it like on Epic and all that, which you'll be able to do with those specs. The bitrate too, instead of 2,500, you could even try 4,000. I was trying that for a little bit, maybe even less than that. But the rule of thumb, I think, is like making sure that it's enjoyable and watchable, I think, to people or to yourself. You could do different tests to yourself. Like it's better to have like a smooth, maybe balanced, not as high quality, but it still looks good stream than like a very high end, high quality stream that's just going to be like choppy every now and then or whatever. But I mean, it's just playing around with it. Like even my stuff sometimes gives out, and it'll just like freak out on me. Like it'll just, yeah, it just happens. Especially with the other Surface Book, like it's doing this thing where it'll just disconnect randomly from the base, which means all of the components like the capture card and everything just like vanish, like they just go away. So that's just one of the troubleshooting things I've done. If you ever seen the stream sometimes just go black, usually it just means I'll have to change something or restart it unless I figure it out some other way. But you see, that's what's cool about it is like that on the backwards side, if something goes wrong like on the gaming PC, the stream still stays alive. Except in that case, it's like the opposite. See what else I can send over. Wishlist, yeah, that's pretty cool. I want to look into something like that as far as like seeing what people are putting out there for a list goes. It was here on this side. Yeah, well, there's a couple things I actually been wanting to look into. Mainly just cables and stuff for different things. I did get a cable recently for a phone. What do you know about hooking up microphone, like just an external microphone to the phone? Do you do that often? Which to me seemed like something that was very common to do. So common that I never really did it now that I think about it. I know a lot about hooking up microphones to PCs and, consoles and stuff like that. I've hooked up the headset to it and like used the gaming headset on the phone to like talk on the phone. But what I was trying to accomplish was like let's say I was going to record a video just straight from the phone. In this case, it was like music stuff, right? I was just going to record like little snippets playing songs. But rather than busting out like my other high quality camera just straight up from the phone, right? But instead of using the microphone from the phone, I was going to use like an external mic. Probably the mic I'm using right now, or the other mic, but I just wanted to hook these mics to the phone, or maybe even to the audio interface. So I was like, oh, that's common, right? Like that seems like an easy thing to do. So I tried like every cable that I had and every other thing. And of course I know there's different like groundings and different connections and so on, but I was like, wait a minute, I really don't have the connection for this like I thought I did. So I went out and got like this other type of adapter and things like that, and I think it works. It reads it, but I don't know if it works exactly, or maybe I'm just having trouble figuring it out if it works exactly with the mics I was trying to use. The main reason for that would just be to save time. But now that I think about it, it's probably still best to just do it how I've been doing it, which is recording the audio through the PC and then just syncing it up later in post. Which is on Discord. Nice. Yeah, I want to check that out. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do right now is eat like a fruit bowl. Do you get hungry like in the evenings? I've noticed that's the time that I get like the most hungry, and I'm eating pretty. I guess I'm eating all right as far as breakfast goes and lunch. But what I'm trying to master now is the what time is it? 4:46. So seeing what I could do here, I'm gonna try to eat like a fruit bowl around this time in the afternoons. Just stuff it with like a bunch of different types of fruit. Yeah, let's check out the wish list now. See what we got going. Um, Let me see if I can get to that page. The web address not functioning on our site. Oh, I wonder if it has something to do with. I wonder if I need to sign in to be able to view the wish list. If you're able to, try sending also a screenshot. If you're able to, though. If not, I'll try to get in somehow. Apples and grapes, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that combo with bananas. That's probably what I'm going to get right now. Something similar. I think it's time for a break anyway. Or, I don't know, maybe I'll be playing later. You kind of just feel after a while where that's it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Your wish list. Yeah, so there's some pretty cool stuff here I'm seeing. Clicked on the Epimaker link. Oh, okay. Oh, for the mechanical keyboards. The keycap switches. Nice. Yeah, yeah. I was able to get in. Thank you. Thank you. Some accessories for the camera. GoPro. Is that one of your go-to cameras right now? That I've been, and it's funny too, because of a lot of the film stuff that I've done in the past. I mean, I've seen some GoPros, that are used. Sometimes there are different camera rigs that are used as well that kind of act like a GoPro. Maybe they're like rigged up to like a, some type of thing, a car or something, right? Like as it's going. But yeah, I haven't really used GoPros as much as I'd like to. I probably will be asking for some recommendations on that. Oh, then here's another one. Hero 9 waterproof action camera, 5K Ultra HD video. Interesting. It is an interesting one. Well, I like the way this keyboard looks. I like the look that this one has. You want to record on your bike? That'd be pretty sweet. The bike content too. There you go. This is pretty sweet, dude. This is like this is like the same design as like those other older keyboards that you see as far as like the color scheme goes, but then it like throws you in with like the modern gaming RGB and the switches too. This is a pretty cool one. I'd be interested to see what other keyboards they have. This is like, I imagine it's probably their signature design. I hadn't seen these. Oh, this one's nice. I don't know what it is lately about white. I'm liking like white components. White and blue. I like the way that looks. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think the next build would be have like a white case, blue lights. How's this looking there? See, now you see a lot like in a black layout. That looks pretty nice still. Oh yeah, these are pretty cool. I saw some HyperX. I've seen some of the headsets from these. Modification for the keyboard. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I always like the concepts that you send over. Thank you. It's the one that like lights up. I've seen that. I've seen like some USB mics that have RGB in them. I got to see one finally in action at the store. Not like using it and so on, right? But just the RGB going. I like that one. Does this one change color as well? That's the other one. Oh, then you have the different direction. The polar patterns. There's another one right here. Here's another one here. Ooh, this one looks clean. I want to try one of these out, especially for music recording and so on. I think the only time I'm pretty sure I've heard how they sound, but I think I think he might have used a snowball mic. One time I sent my friend over some scripts because he was going to voice a cartoon character that I had created or was working on. I think he used a one of these, like a Blue Yeti or snowball mic. It sounded pretty solid. I like the way that one looks. We have other things too. That keyboard really sticks out. Yeah, this looks really nice. Is this the flagship right now of GoPro? What's considered right now like the flagship or like the hottest, newest camera? What model are they on or series are they on? You might start ASMR when you get the Blue Yeti. There you go. Yeah, man. That'd be pretty sweet. And I laugh mainly because like it's just amazing how much content and different ideas you can get out of some of the stuff that you have and are looking to get. Especially it's amazing how many things you can try out, especially if you're trying to like really broaden your field and really see what else you can do. I like this one. I want to look into also getting a 360 camera, maybe somewhere down the line. Was it you that I think was telling me about that? That they had a 360 camera as far as GoPro goes? Or one of the newer models could do that as well. Turn into like a 360 cam. It's pretty sweet. I'm going to save this right here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I might actually look into this right here. What is this? I know it's the loop for the mechanical keyboard switches. I imagine it makes them feel a little more smoother. Oh. That might actually be something to try out soon. Thanks for this. Yeah, you were telling me about it. There you go. Yeah, I had a feeling it was something like that where it was like a 360 cam. That might be a cool thing to look into then. Get a GoPro and then also be able to have the ability to do 360 shots for different things. I wonder how far along they've come along with that technology because I remember when it was first coming out. I wonder how the quality looks now as far as that goes. There's some awesome stuff right here. Oh, surprise! Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would love to do something like that, man. Just start getting things for everyone, especially yourself. Just here's a bunch of gear. Go create some stuff. I would love that. What time are we at right now? 4:59. 4:59. It's gonna be 5 around the clock. I'm gonna head out for now. I think I'm gonna go grab some fruit too before heading out, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll be playing later. Right now it's 4:59 p.m. here. I know you probably had a different time. But thank you so much for hanging out, Luffer, our new friend here. Thank you. Network, thank you. Anyone else that came by, thank you. I'm going to try to look for some stuff too. I'll let you know if I find any more components that you might be able to put to use and that might interest you as well. Maybe I'll make a wish list too and send it to you, and maybe you'll get an idea to add to yours. Or just even then, just different components that could help out with different projects that you might be going into in the future. Ooh, oh, did you see that? Like round the clock or that hour, it like refreshed. But I think it's the same. I think it'll refresh later on. As far as the story goes. Or maybe it was something else. But yeah, heading out for now. Luffer, thank you very much. It was cool hanging out. Definitely take care. And I'll see you on another stream, another video. Sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, be in touch in Discord. Send me some more stuff. I'll be on the lookout for it. I have it now on my phone. I'll be seeing you.